Welcome back to Pace Rewind. For our Coach's Corner segment this week, we're sitting down with men's and women's swimming and diving coach Sean Raffile. Sean, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Chad.
Well, you've got the Northeast 10 Championships coming up this weekend. Pace is coming off a phenomenal championship run in 2013. What can fans expect to see at this year's NE10s?
Well, I think with our women's program, just a little bit more depth. We'll probably be a little bit more in the team running mix for a top 3, top 4 position, which is exciting. We've got some great freshmen in the program this year on the women's side, and I fully expect them to step to the plate and really be key contributors to this year's success. On the men's side, I think we have a couple individuals who will have chances at individual swimming titles, so I'm excited for that.
How have you felt that the overall season has gone so far for both the men and the women?
Well, we had a great November. We starting in September through November, we did everything we wanted and then some. We set 5 school records already, which is without going through a taper and a shave and all that excitement of a real championship meet yet. I think that spells success on the horizon this weekend. A little nervous about it. Right now it's crunch time, so we're making sure we're doing all the specific things to be fast, but I think we've had a great season thus far.
When you look at it, one of the things that stood out for Pace Swimming and Diving this year has been the performance of your divers. You've got 3 divers who have already qualified for NCAAs. Can you talk about their contributions to the team and also the contribution of your new diving coach, Logan Pearsall?
Well, I think it all starts with Logan, the success that we've had on the diving end this year with having 3. That is definitely a first. Last year we had 2, and this year just Megan Morse, a newcomer, actually a senior, but still a newcomer, stepped to the plate, did an amazing job. She's going to the meet now, the NCAA meet. He sets a standard of excellence for them to follow, and I think they're on board 100%, and it's been fun to watch them develop over this past year.
One thing about diving is that not all schools bring divers to the meet. So what does having divers, including especially successful ones, do to helping the team as far as team scores?
Well, in a dual meet, having 3 or 4 divers where we can sweep 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4 in the scoring, it keeps us in a lot of meets, and then it exposes our opponent's weaknesses as well. So those are 2 events out of, say, 13 or 16 events, depending on what format we'll use in a dual meet, that keeps us in the game or that propels us to victory. So we really owe a lot to our diving corps. They do a fabulous job. And then obviously at the conference championship, we score 1 through 16, putting those 4 divers up there and being able to have every one of them scores are big points in the team race.
Not to single anybody individually out, but who are some athletes that Pace fans can look at and say, this is a guy or this is a girl who's going to have a really good shot at ending up at the podium this weekend?
Dosha Kay, who's one of our senior captains. He was a 2-time defending champ last year. I think he'll be definitely in the mix this year. Caitlin Lynch, she won 2 titles last year individually, school record holder as well. She's a senior captain. She's actually a graduate student, so a pretty neat story with her. And then we have Derek Slayton right now, who's ranked number 1 in the conference in the 100-yard breaststroke. So those 3, I think, are going to be contenders. We also have an up-and-coming youngster, sophomore, Caitlin Siriano. She's number 1 in the conference in the 1,000 free. We have another who just won Athlete of the Week 2 weeks ago, Caitlin Fitzgerald. I think she'll be in the mix in all 3 of her races for podium position. So podium meaning top 3. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Sean, it looks like there's a lot to look forward to as you head into the NE10s this weekend. We want to thank you for taking the time to join us, and best of luck.
Thanks so much.
When we come back, we'll wrap things up. Keep it right here. You're watching Pace Rewind.